Alright, so I'm currently making some egg sausage and pepper jack cheese burritos right now before the gym. As you guys can see right there. So currently making that. I'm about to eat like 3 burritos probably before the gym. I do have a squat, bench, and deadlift training session today, so I'm gonna need all that. And I'll show you guys what I did today. So we started off the training session today with squats, 4x8. Just trying to get some volume in. This is my third squat routine of the week. Basically my last one. After that, I just have a full body training tomorrow, but that's about it. Working with 165 pounds. At the beginning of the week, I did front squats, and then I did a 5x5 the last training session, and now this one is just more for volume, just getting the 4x8. As you guys can see, everything felt really good. It's hard not to go heavy sometimes, especially right now when I'm just training, trying to get my strength up slowly. Like, I wanted to go a little bit heavier, but I knew it wasn't going to work out at the end. But just getting different angles for you guys, as you guys can see right here. But it's not always about going heavy, like I said earlier. Sometimes you just got to get the volume in, train the muscle slowly. You know, your body doesn't adapt really fast. It takes time. So I'd recommend you guys, take your time with your training sessions. Don't overdo it every single time because you won't get as much out of it. Try doing more volume throughout the week instead of just going hard one day and not being able to do that same muscle group the next like 2 or 3 days. I suggest volume over anything. A lot of the best lifters really don't even go heavy all the time, They train for a long, consistent time with 60 to 80% for a really long time. They probably only max out once or twice a year. So that's something I'm trying to get used to. I'm not trying to go heavy every single training session anymore like I used to. I'm trying to take my time and really build some, quality foundation for my squat, bench, and deadlift. But overall, squats were really hard today. The volume did tax me. My back was feeling a little bit tight for these deadlifts. For deadlifts, I just did a 3x10, I believe. And same weight, 165, just trying to get some volume in. Kind of just focusing on sitting back. I am doing a double overhand, as you guys could see. I probably will go to a over-under grip when I start going a little bit heavier, but right now, double overhand is good. Mostly just focusing on my grip strength. So when I do go heavier, my grip strength will be there, obviously, because that's one of my weak points for deadlifts, I think. It's kind of just when you're grinding it to the top and your fingers start to slip and you don't know if you could hang on anymore. When I do go heavier, I might use some wrist wraps just to, get a feel for the weight, not have to worry about that grip strength all the time. But for now, like I said, double overhand is fine. This is my last set of the deadlifts, and it went pretty good. Like I said, the only thing that was bothering me was my lower back. It was a little bit tight on my left side, but overall, I think it was a good session. One thing I do recommend when you're doing deadlifts is kind of just looking straight and forward, not looking up. It's going to help your back stay neutral, just kind of in the position you want it to be all the time. And I forgot to film 2 of my bench sets. Well, I filmed 3, but one of them wasn't very great, the angle at least. But I did a 4x8 with 135. Earlier in the week, I did do a 5x6 pause bench press and also a close grip bench press. But mostly that was all for today's training session. Besides that, I did some planks after just to get some core strength because you can never go wrong with that. But besides that, that's my squat, bench, and deadlift. So that was today's training session for squat, bench, and deadlift. Tomorrow I do have a full body day. I don't do chest or legs for my full body day just because, I do compound lifts, my squat, bench, and deadlift, so I don't want to ruin that at all. But I do back, shoulders, triceps, biceps, and core. But that'll be for tomorrow. Today was kind of rough. There's days like this where I feel really good in the beginning of my routine, and I'll want to go heavy, but I know it's gonna take time. Right now I just want to slowly build up my strength, have my body adapt to the weight, and then hopefully max out within 2 to 3 months. That's the goal. But I'm not trying to go heavy at all for any of my compound lifts, at least for this month. I might up the volume or weight coming in 2 to 3 weeks, but that'll be later. Right now, I'm just trying to get a feel for sort of the weights that I'm using right now. It's sort of just 60 to 70% of my 1 rep max. So that's kind of hard. My lower back was really tight for bench. Deadlifts kind of taxed me. So I'll probably have to work around that, or just move bench first, and then get my squat and deadlift after. But that was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think.